All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the Elder Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity, honesty, and fearlessness and bold out there, all right? And to you, few Akwath that's doing what you're supposed to do that the gospel requires, all right? Back at you with another lesson through the Spirit. All right, hoping this is edifying to the elect. We are the true. The Bible is all right. The Bible is talking to the elect of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, those are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and we're prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom. All right, we got rumors of war. We got earthquakes and all that good stuff. And then we got the fall and collapse of the American dollar. All right. This fiat currency. So now we having digital currency going on. China, I think they got their own, these other nations, which the BRICS nation and stuff like that, they are moving right along with their own currency. You know, something that Obama was behind killing Gaddafi on in Africa, but that's another story. You know, trying to get their own currency and step away from the debt that America has got going on. And banks are freezing up. The dollar is not worth nothing. So with that being said, they're putting all their hopes in Elon Tusk. You know what I mean? These type of guys. I'm speaking in code, of course. You know what I'm talking about. You know, and they're supposed to be the healers or the saviors, you know, which is a bunch of bullshit. But people are blind and they don't see. You know, even Elon Musk. I seen an article Elon Musk was talking about that Twitter would be they call it X now, whatever. Will be like a bank account. You can use it as a bank account and put all your money on it. It's a bunch of crazy shit starting to go on. But before this World War III, which is rumoring to happen, before it happens, it has to be hour of temptation and Jacob's trouble, you know. And it's brewing up. This article happened to came out November 7th, 2023. All right, because they're doing these trials like they always do, experimental trials. You know, they're doing this. All right, thousands of people are reportedly lining up to have a portion of their skull removed, and one of Elon Musk's brain chips implants removed, and one of Elon Musk's brain chips implanted. All right, thousands of people are down. All right, let's read. Thousands of people have expressed interest in receiving one of Neuralink's brain implants. A recent Bloomberg report from one of Elon Musk's biographers, Ali Vance, says Vance, who said he visited Neuralink's facilities 10 times in 3 years, said the company had yet to implant its device in a human, but aimed to operate on 11 people next year and more than 22,000 by 2030. All right. That is a lot of people. Earlier this year, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave Neuralink, which Musk co-founded in 2016, approval to launch human trials of its device that Musk has described as a Fitbit in your skull. The FDA had previously rejected Neuralink bids for human testing in March over safety concerns. Reuters reported, including that the wires connected to the brain chip could move within a subject's head, or that the chip could overheat. In September, the company began recruiting for the first human trial. Neuralink said in a blog post that it was looking for people who had perilous in all 4 limbs because of a spinal cord injury or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. The company says it hopes to eventually take a device that will create a sort of symbiosis between humans and machine and will allow people to send messages or play games using only their thoughts. But first, the company says it hopes to help people with neurological disorders. Vance, who authored the 2015 biography Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for the Fantastic Future, said his report that despite an outpouring of interest from the thousands of prospective patients, the company was still looking for its first volunteer or someone willing to have a chunk of their skull removed by a surgeon so a large robot can insert a series of electrodes and super-thin wires into their brain. Musk's biographer said it would take a couple of hours for a surgeon to perform the craniectomy, and then about 25 minutes for the robot to insert the device along with its ultra-thin array of about 64 threads. He said the device would replace the portion of the skull that had been removed. Vance added that the threads were about 1/14 in width of single strand of human hair. Vance wrote the Neuralink had done 155 implantation surgeries using the robot on a variety of animal test subjects, including pigs and monkeys. But he said, in typical Musk fashion, the billionaire had continued to push for the robot to move faster, as well as for the surgery to be performed without human help. Spokesperson for Neural did not respond to requests for comments ahead of publication. The biographer said Musk had pointed to the need to combat competition from other brain-computer startups such as Synchron and Onward, which had already begun human trials. Wow. They were currently kicking our ass. So there's people that's ahead of Elon Musk that's already doing human trials. Musk said after Synchron implanted its first device in a U.S. patient in July 2022, in December 2021, one of the Neuron patients in Australia was the first person to send a tweet using only his thoughts. Oh, wow. So they've been doing this shit. Vance quoted the billionaire saying Neuralink needed to pick up its pace, like the world is coming to an end, to keep up with artificial intelligence and the possibility of an AI being that wouldn't be friendly to humans. Yet, while Musk's maniacal sense of urgency may work at Tesla or SpaceX, where he has initiated sprints and slept on the factory floor to meet deadlines, at least one Neuralink executive has token of devil stopping the message. At least one Neuralink executive has taken a note of caution. We can't blow up the first 3. That's not on option here. Neuralink director of special projects and mother of 2 of Musk's children told Vance, and whatever, you know. But yeah, they already putting these chips in people's heads, man. All right. Here's this chip is designed to sit behind the ear while electrodes are threaded into the brain. This is a synopsis of what they're trying to do. All right. And it's a bit creepy, scary. All right. But this is all scriptural. This is what you don't want to be part of. This is what you don't want to be in a line for all of this, because guess what? radiation. It's a bunch of bad things that's gonna start happening. I seen a video of Elon Musk. He was asked would he do it. He was like, if it goes well. You know what I'm saying? So he's testing people, and he won't do it until it's just a bunch of weird shit, man. But this is what they doing. This is what they got. They're gonna try to implement before this. Like then he said that they're moving like the world is going to end. They're moving because the Lord is on his way. I mean, Revelations 12:12. See, these rich people, they know what's going on. They know that they see things out there in the heavens. They see these UFOs, these chariots popping up. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's why they're trying to move fast. They're in a race to get these implants on people, in people's brains. All right, they're racing to destroy the people. Put this stuff in people's brains and experiment on the people like they've been doing over the past couple of years. All right, and let's go to Mark chapter 8, verse 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. All right. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? All right. So you brothers out there sacrificing your old life, your worldly life, sacrificing your worldly goals and whatever this stuff, man. The Lord is telling you you're saving your soul. You're saving yourself, man. You don't want nothing. This world is going down. You don't want nothing they giving out when America is falling. You don't want none of this shit. They're just trying to control. They're subjects. They're puppets of Freemasonry that are doing what they're supposed to do to get the masses, to influence the masses. All right. And, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right. Brothers out there that's out there pushing this truth and doing what's required of what's required of what Yahweh Shah has required us. Man, keep on doing your thing, man. Don't think you're losing out. Sacrifice that old you, and save your soul, man. Let your light shine, because this, when you stand for the Lord, you don't fall for anything. And these people have fallen for the okie doke. I'm trying to put stuff in their heads and stuff like that, man. They're falling for the okie doke, for a sense of conveniency, technology, so called, All right. Go to Revelations. Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. So, this is they're trying to put all your currency. They're trying to put all your your CBDC, health insurance and all that stuff in that chip. You see, they only push the extravagant, what Jake and Eve would, what the people will be, what is it? What people would be intrigued of. Oh, I can tweet. Oh. But there's pros and cons. Meaning you bow down to this system and you set yourself up for destruction, right? He's going to cause everybody to try to bow down to his technocracy, his wicked technocracy, and brand themselves. All right. That's what he's trying to do. Brand themselves with this wickedness. All right. Let's go to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night. He worshiped the beast, who worshiped the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right. So, you take that mark, you're gonna get something, a rude awakening, man. Them people that's in line to get what they get that Neuralink, they're finna get a rude awakening. You're selling your soul to the devil, and there's a heavy price. The scripture said, never trust thine enemy. These are your enemies. But Jake and Eve, they see a person with money, a person with status. That's all they see. They don't see the devil. They don't see wickedness. They don't want to hear the scriptures. You don't want to hear the message of the gospel, the good news. All right. The Lord is going to bring, the Lord's going to bring some tough judgment on people that want to follow what Esau got going on and brand themselves with the mark, MOTB, that grain of rice, right? Implants, and it's crazy because implant is you got booty implants, titty implants, and the implant thing is just so common, implants, it's so common to Jake, they are already, it's crazy. Now they're trying to put the chip implants and all this shit, Revelations 12, verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. All right. And that's deep. And the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it came as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. And the third angel poured out his vial upon the rivers, and the fountains of waters, and they became blood. Right. Now, this iPhone 15 just came out. They're not telling the people. They got hella commercials that's enticing it. They're not telling the people the high ratings of what is that? Radioactiveness, radiation coming from these phones. They advertise the good things, but the results is there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men that had the mark of the beast. The radiation, the bumps, and all that stuff it's gonna come with that. And imagine people having that in their brain and radiation hitting their brain and they can't, oh my God, they don't think of that, you know. It's all experimental wickedness, you know. All right. But hoping this was edifying to the elect. Back at you with this beautiful lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wadash. Double honors to the elder great millstone. Lord willing, this is edifying. Shalom.